Venick with another Artifact 39 replay cast, this time from round 3 between EmptySoul and Coercer on the Kalash Teeth. Starting on the bottom of Kalash Teeth in the trademark pink Soban carrier, it is EmptySoul. And then starting on the opposite side of the map, in the brown on darker brown Galcian carrier, it is Coercer. Put back the HUD back up, and if you missed any of my previous casts on Kalash Teeth, as you can see, it is a very small map. You have 2 resourcing locations that spread you out the length of the map on either side, and this gives your opponent many ways that they can come and attack you, but at the same time you have many ways that you can come and attack your opponent, so it depends on how you look at it. So it looks like Coercer might be going for some early production cruiser refinery mode, deciding to produce multiple salvagers and moving the production cruiser over into position by the resourcing nodes. EmptySoul is going straight into some light attack vehicles, and it's going to spread those across the map. We'll just see where those are going to give EmptySoul good vision on anything that Coercer might be doing. EmptySoul also long distance mining from 2 salvagers on the first natural resourcing location. Both players do look like they are attempting to get an artifact. EmptySoul's base runner is sitting here in the middle waiting to pick up this one, while Coercer's base runner is sitting over here getting ready to pick up this artifact. Coercer just needs to move it a short distance to the Team 2 extraction zone. That should be fine, versus EmptySoul is going to need to move it a little bit further, but with the 4 LAVs to 3 skimmers, Empty should be able to do that, I would expect. The artifacts are up, and Empty is going to harass over here, and then the skimmers are going to engage the light attack vehicles with a little bit of that high ground advantage. They're going to take out 2, so as long as it's microed correctly, Coercer should be able to take out both of Empty's LAVs with his sand skimmers, and then Coercer may be able to take out Empty's base runner. We'll have to see. Coercer's base runner over here just getting harassed by the 1 LAV. It's going to get into the extraction zone just fine. We'll see if these actually can take out this base runner. You can see that Coercer's going for assault ships in the background, moving into, there we go, a little bit, some assault armor for those assault ships. The mod that allows you to select the Galcian carrier glitched out there a little bit. Looks like this base runner will be able to get in just fine, but it's going to get destroyed after. Let's check out and see what's going on over here. EmptySoul as a Soban going for railgun fabrication, no surprise there. Moved a support cruiser out to keep the resourcing good. Hasn't moved into a 3rd resourcing location just yet. But we do have some of assault ships streaming across the map from Coercer, so Coercer has a small window of time, which basically ended just now as the first railguns come out, where these assault ships could do some damage. We do have more skirmishing going over here on this side of the map, with the LAVs taking out Coercer's skimmers before the skimmers could take out the base runner. That seems to be a little bit of some micro perhaps, except that Coercer is more interested, it looks like, in getting some value out of these assault ships on Empty's resourcing, but there are 2 railguns already sitting over here, and the ALMs from the carrier, so these assault ships are just going to die before they're able to do anything. They could be a distraction if Coercer is following this up with anything, but Coercer... Okay, Coercer is going into interceptor fabrication, so going air, and we can see that Empty does not have missile, battery fabrication, fighter, or support cruiser anti-air, so there is a window of opportunity in about 18 seconds or so after and plus production time where Coercer could do something with that air. You have Empty coming back over here, trying to perhaps get an angle with these LAVs, but nope, deciding to back out.
Salvager construction complete.
And on this side of the map, Coercer is coming in with more assault ships. Really wants to get rid of that base runner. Looks like the assault ships either cleaned up most of the LAVs or forced the LAVs to retreat over here. And then Empty behind this is going really greedy, going for a third resourcing location.
Base runner in service.
With the protection that just the 2 railguns provide. Now these railguns are moving up while these 2 assault ships are coming out over here. So Coercer keeps on moving in. Get a good attack on the resourcing location. These assault ships will take out the LAVs without much difficulty. Those LAVs don't have any armor upgrade, and especially with the railguns falling back, the railguns, Probe has seen the assault ships, so the railguns are coming over here to deal with those.
Enemy contact on sensors. Move confirmed.
What else is going on in the map? Nothing right now, just over here Coercer's going for a third resourcing location as well, realizing that Empty's going for that resourcing location of his own, perhaps by the amount of army that Empty has, and deciding to eco up. In addition, it has 2 sets of assault ships ready to attack, and these railguns are going to come over here and maybe force the issue, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see these assault ships come in as well, so let's keep an eye on both of those. See if we can click on the carrier and see what Coercer's researching. Interceptor Afterburner already hit 3 interceptors ready, but losing the window of opportunity as Empty is going for support cruiser anti-air, maybe guessing correctly that Coercer's thinking about going into it, so maybe should be going on the offensive with the interceptors and taking out the only 2 railguns that, okay, there's another pair over here. Oh, we do have on this side some harassment from the skimmers, but the ALM's going to be able to take care of it along with the LOVs. The interceptors come out, but we already have some anti-air turrets coming out from all the base runners. Yeah, that's definitely a waste there, and shows a hand with the probes. Going to come in, and the support cruiser is going to take out 1 interceptor. So those interceptors are going to fly back and look for something to do, or just go back into the carrier. So, Coercer has shown his hand, and Empty has already shown the response there, so Coercer has 2 decisions: continue to go further into interceptors and try to overwhelm EmptySoul's anti-air with better micro, or decide to go into something else, maybe moving into a precision bomber. So that's what it looks like Coercer is going to do. Empty able to take out that base runner with these LAVs. In come the interceptors. They're going to pick out some railguns that aren't microed correctly. So 1 interceptor, 2 interceptors go down, and that seems to be unnecessary.
Contact. Enemy strike fighter airborne.
Just a little bit.
Enemy signature identified.
These assault ships are trying to come over in the back line, but they are going to get picked off by the railguns as long as Empty's good with his micro, and Empty, you can count on Empty usually to have micro under control. Empty's a good player in that regard. What else is going on the map? Coercer is going to try with another artifact, and then he's going to move some assault ships in, but those assault ships have railguns in the way. Then 2 support cruisers here healing healing each other and providing air support. Over on this side, these assault ships are getting jammed by a targeting jammer. They found a spot on the dune where the railguns are not able to hit them, it looks like, and able to take out a few LAVs, but they're going to move into firing range of the ALM and the railguns and get cleaned up. Meanwhile, over here, these assault ships are getting stunned by the ALMs and getting taken out by railguns, and Coercer's attack with the assault ships are kind of puttering out. LAV armor being researched for EmptySoul, and nothing currently being researched for Coercer.
Light attack vehicle online.
Another production cruiser coming out so that these researching location doesn't have to long distance mine, it would look like. Also, that means Coercer's only been operating off of one production cruiser this entire time. I think I missed the production cruiser being destroyed, but Empty right now definitely has the advantage on the field. 6 interceptors, those could be microed and do some damage against these railguns before the support cruiser and the anti-air gets there, and that's what Coercer is going to try and do. So let's get our camera into position to watch this attack. In come the interceptors. They do some damage, but they stick around in the area, and the other 3 stick around behind for some reason, so they're only able to trade 1 interceptor for 1 railgun. And then they decide to go for the LAV, fly straight over the support cruiser, so more interceptors are going down. If they could get the support cruiser, that would be an okay trade, I think, at least in terms of CUs, but not worth it in RUs. There goes the support cruiser, but at what expense?
Alert! Support cruiser destroyed.
3 interceptors destroyed? Maybe more.
Green line confirmed.
But for now, Coercer has control of the air, at least on this right side, and needs to do something with it. This assault ship poking is not really working out for Coercer, and Coercer maybe needs to go into siege cruisers. Empty sitting on a huge bank right now. 2,000 RUs and CUs, over 2,000. I'm not entirely sure
Artifact identified.
just what he's trying to do with that, going for missile battery fabrication, researching a bunch of LAVs, could go for the upgrade carrier production, but doesn't seem to need it. Coercer is going into railgun fabrication. This might be a case where going into sea cruiser fabrication is better. This map's quite small. More interceptors. This time they're going to be able to take out this railgun. Let's see if Coercer can continue to do good harassment. If I can get one of those in camera. And so these are going to fly over here. And are we going to do anything?
Enemy signature identified.
We'll have to keep tabs on them and find out. And they're going to go back to the carrier. Worried about that anti-air turret and the support cruiser. And the support cruiser over here on this side, keeping that 1 railgun safe. Now, only 1 railgun. Coercer might be able to do something with the armored assault ships and skimmers by attacking into this light attack vehicle blob here, along with the now 2 railguns. But Coercer not electing to do that right now, perhaps feeling a bit on the back foot.
Move order confirmed.
Let's check in with the research for both of our prayers.
Tracking hostile. Ready update.
Let's see. Power Reserve 2 coming out for EmptySoul.
Hostile sand skimmer on sensors. Light attack vehicle under fire.
And
Get that mine out and set.
not a lot of tech research for
Cruiser taking hostile fire. Awaiting orders. Carrier copies.
Coercer versus
Contact marked.
all the tech has been researched for, and while I'm looking at tech, we're missing the battle. In comes that engagement that I was talking about, but it's only with skimmers, missing the assault ships to back it up, which means those skimmers are going to get taken out. I think with the assault ships that are sitting over here in the middle, and this assault ship, those skimmers may have had a better chance, and That is a lot of missile batteries.
Enemy sighted.
That is a lot of missile batteries. From EmptySoul.
Armor inbound.
On our way.
Seems like a little bit of an overreaction. Another harassing attempt on the side with the assault ships, but that's going to suffer the same fate as before. Assault ships thinking about going for the middle, but the mortars from the missile batteries are going to push those back. These railguns are going to take some pot shots. And sensor.
Set new heading.
Hostile contact marked.
And then
Enemy sand skimmer on approach.
Armor, go ahead.
EmptySoul's going to move out with a force of missile ships, missile batteries, and light attack vehicles. Not something you see every day. Worried about the air from Coercer, but Coercer's decided to go away from air.
Enemy unit detected.
Here comes the air, as soon as I say that.
Hostile armor on approach.
There's not really going much in terms of our tech. That is a really good mortar from the missile batteries, destroying a bunch of the skimmers, and those skimmers are attacking into fully upgraded LAVs, while these skimmers don't have any armor or damage upgrades themselves, so that's going to be difficult. Interceptors trading for armor logistic modules, that doesn't seem like a good trade. Base runner gets destroyed. Another attempt at harassing with the assault ships, that's not going to work either. I really think Coercer needs to go and try and get the siege cruiser fabrication or something like that, just something different to try and break through Empty's stalemates here.
Enemy contact on the board.
It's underway.
Lines of defense, I should say. That assault ship is dead. These single pairs of sand skimmers aren't going to do anything, especially without upgrades.
Mortar launch. Target set.
Hostile unit marked.
Coercer is running out of funds. Perhaps would seem not having enough funds to research the sand skimmer damage level, but I'm not sure if the mod is accurate about that.
Enemy contact on sensors.
So perhaps it is.
Enemy sand skimmer on
It
approach.
does have honor guard cruisers, though, and so we do have an honor guard cruiser coming out. So we need to keep those honor guard cruisers alive. If you can get long range with an honor guard cruiser, you can take out a LAV force.
Enemy contact on the board.
But if the
Hostile sand skimmer
railguns
on
are
sensors.
split properly
Sensor
by
post is taking
Empty, then
hostile
this
fire.
honor guard
Attack
cruiser
vehicle
may not be
under
able to
fire.
do anything more. Attacking
An LAV
with
has been lost.
unupgraded skimmers into superior numbers.
Move order confirmed.
Same result as previous. EmptySoul is up 3 artifacts to 1,
Tracking enemy
moving in
target.
with this force of missile batteries.
Hostile strike craft destroyed.
And what do we have over here? More attempts at harassing.
Coordinates confirmed.
Oh, this assault ship just wants to get rid of the ALMs here.
Hostile threat marked on sensors.
4 ALMs guarding the extraction zone seems a little bit,
Artifact extraction in progress.
should we say,
Hostile
overkill.
railgun has opened fire.
Armor is en route.
But we do have the
Set new.
Ready alert all stations.
2 honor guard cruisers
identified.
doing decent damage to the missile batteries, but not able to destroy it. And now Empty is going to come in with the light attack vehicles and do damage to Coercer's economy, which is something I'm a bit surprised Empty hadn't done earlier when Empty continued to destroy all of
Enemy contact on the board.
Coercer's skimmers. So Empty had to know that Coercer didn't have too much.
Heading
As you
set.
can see, there actually isn't that much over here. It's just its force
Enemy battle cruiser identified on sensors.
of honor guard cruisers protected by some skimmers, and that is pretty much all of Coercer's army.
Enemy on sensors.
But those honor guard cruisers can pack a punch,
Hostile contact marked.
Punch it. We gotta go.
and
Enemy sand skimmer on approach.
taking out these railguns here.
Retrieval is now down.
They can get a shot at the LAVs, they'll be able to take those out. Going to take out the support cruiser, perhaps, assuming they have line of sight. Sand skimmers are getting thrown away again.
Grid updated.
LAV destroyed.
It's verified.
New threat identified.
Coercer definitely on the back foot. Empty only needs to get one
Enemy
more
contact on
artifact to
sensors.
win the game, and Coercer's having a hard time
Enemy sighted.
keeping
Carrier power reserves
Empty from
expanded.
getting to the extraction
Adjusting
zones.
waypoint. Hostile unit marked.
Empty's going to bring
Carrier
out
copies.
carrier researching
Hostile
power
sand
hose at
skimmer on
level
sensors.
7. Can purchase the microwave emitter from
Enemy signature
the carrier,
identified.
Green line
which
confirmed.
deals damage over time.
We have new bearing
Units
on
in a
hostile
large
target.
area. So maybe going to try and hit
Rally point
the
designated.
honor guard cruisers with that microwave emitter, since they are not the fastest thing ever. Coercer does have 4 honor guard cruisers here, and they are coming out and they're going to try and take out this LAV blob, which is full of veterans, perhaps.
All operators alert.
We can't see them though, no line of sight.
Artifact location confirmed.
But everything's going to come over from this way, as Empty looks like
Hostile
going to try and
contact on the
take
board.
and finish this with an artifact, perhaps.
Green
So
line
we'll
confirmed.
rotate the camera just so we can see everything looking
Coordinates confirmed.
from the,
Enemy sand skimmer on approach.
that's the south, and this is the west side of the map from I started casting.
Hostile unit marked.
But both players being a little bit passive right now.
Hostile sand skimmer on sensors.
Warning. Carrier heat levels are spiking. Green line confirmed.
Enemy
Carrier heat
sand
levels
skimmer
are
on
spiking,
approach.
which
Bring engines to speed.
I guess is from having so
Hostile
many
sand
things
skimmer on
upgraded.
sensors.
For Empty,
Go for orders.
power
Enemy
level
sand skimmer on
7
approach.
is almost researched. There it is.
Enemy contact
Of course,
on
is bringing
sensors.
out the Galcian carrier, but doesn't have repair on, so that's going to get hit by these railguns.
Enemy sand skimmer on approach.
Weapon and
The mortars will take out the skimmers while they try and get to the railguns. The
Enemy engaging armored unit.
honor guard cruisers are out of range, so they're not actually able to respond. Of course, he's going to bring back its carrier.
Hostile
and
sand
move it.
skimmer on sensors. Enemy signature identified.
Both players are just sitting here.
Alert.
That's
Command carrier
empty.
taking hostile fire.
Warning.
Carrier
heat
is
levels remain
overheating,
critical. Decrease system power immediately. Coordinates confirmed.
which looks like it needs to decrease power from the carrier. I'm not entirely sure what this does in multiplayer. These honor guard cruisers are getting hit by mortars, they're getting hit by railguns. Some skimmers did get over here and attacking Empty's railguns. Maybe it's time for a...
Enemy sand skimmer on
Oh, we need
approach.
to research the microwave emitter before that can be used. These honor guard cruisers are going to be destroyed by a bunch of mortar blasts, and then LAVs at close range.
Levels remain critical.
Battle cruisers coming out for Empty, and Coercer decides to GG and declare Empty the winner. A interesting game. If you enjoyed that replay cast, hit the like button, subscribe, or leave a message in the comments. Philofanic signing out.